Hi, this is Lisa Schmid. Welcome to Wonder Wednesday. I like that. Welcome to Wonder Wednesday. I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I want to show you how to use some shimmer paint tonight. But before I do that, Wonder Wednesday is a time when if you have a question like, how do I use this? What do I do with this? How did you do that? If you just type it in the chat or send me a text or send me an email, I'll be happy to show you how to use whatever that product is. Okay? And it's beautiful weather here in Minnesota today. My goodness. I was thinking today how when the temperature is going down, 35 feels cold, 32 feels cold. When the temperature is going up, my goodness, my students today at recess were taking off their jackets. Like, it's so hot out. It's 32 degrees. But anyway, all right. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to show you what the two products that I want to highlight tonight. They are these shimmer paint is what they're called. Can we see them there? There we go. Shimmer paint. There we go. So we have frost white and champagne mist. And there's 3 different ways that you can put them on. And I'm going to show you those. So I am actually, the stamp set I'm using tonight is Painted Poppies. And I'm choosing it because I want to color in this flower. Now, of course, this does have a 2-step that you could kind of do that color. But I'm going to show you, I'm going to color in these 2 flowers and show you how to use shimmer paint. All right, so I'm going to use Memento Black, just my standard black. I wonder what happened to that. It must have got dropped at some point. And I'm going to go ahead and stamp. I'm going to stamp a couple of these right now, maybe 3 if I can fit 3 on. I think I can only fit 2 on. And I'm going to snag a little piece of paper and make 3 because I want to do 3. Okay, so what we're going to do, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to paint with the shimmer paint. So it is paint. So I just have a little thin brush right here. And I'm going to, I think we're going to try 2 different things. Calypso Coral is one I want to try. So I'm going to put some ink. This lid is literally just from the gilded leafing. So I'm just going to use this like a drop. I'm going to do, like 2 drops of the re-inker. And then I'm going to show you with the champagne. It's got a little marble in it. So when you shake it, you can hear that. You want to shake it up. And then literally you just want 1 drop, as little as you can get in there. 1 drop. That is plenty, plenty, plenty. All right. I got some of my fingers there. Okay. So then I'm going to take my paintbrush and just mix it up a little bit. Now this is going to look pretty gold, and the color I'm using is Calypso Coral. Yep. So I'm going to go ahead and paint this. It's so pretty. I mean, it really is so pretty. And I'm going to show you some other colors I tried as well. Look at, can you see the shimmer? Ooh, baby, that is fun. I love glitter. I love shimmer. I love it. Okay, so again, shiny things, yes. They distract me just like Nemo, shiny things. All right, so, not pretty though. Go ahead and paint that. And you can add more ink. Oh, I just went way outside the line there. But you can add more ink, or you can make it darker, make it lighter, depending on what you want yours to look like. But there is, and that is 1 drop of the paint. It's super potent. You really don't need very much. Now I just have, I'll lift it up. I'm going to paint the inside for a second there. Wow, see all that shimmer? And I literally just have a water bottle here, and that's what I'm using to rinse off my paintbrush. I was like, well, that's what was on the table, so that's what I'm going to use. All right, I'm going to paint the inside with just the champagne, just to show you kind of what that, it's shimmery, and you can still kind of see through it a little bit. Isn't that pretty? All right, let me rinse that off. Let's do another one with the white, with the frost white. And again, I'm actually going to drop the frost white in first, just to, because if you get too much, I'm going to show you what happens if there's too much in there. Just a tiny, I use my paintbrush to get it off there. Just a tiny bit. There it is. Of course, I have water in it now too. All right, I'm going to do that again. I don't want the water in it, so I'm going to dry that off first. And I'm going to drop a little champagne or frosted white. Yep, just one drop. There we go. One drop goes a very long way. And I'm going to try it with the Melon Mambo. So I'm going to put 2 drops of ink, maybe even 3 drops of ink in there, because if there's too much paint, shimmer paint in it, it just looks, I'm going to show you in a second what it looks like. It doesn't look good. But
hey, Barb.
Hi, Barb. But doesn't this look so fun? Oh, it's just so pretty. It's really quite bold. Of course, if I added more paint, I don't really want to add more paint. I could add alcohol. I just have rubbing alcohol here. It's this one is 91%. I could add alcohol to it, and that would thin it out. I don't want to add water, and I haven't tried water, but I was assuming I don't want to add water. But I could add the alcohol would thin it out. I don't want to add more shimmer paint, though. There's already plenty. You're going to see that. Look at this. Isn't that just really pretty? And then again, I'm going to rinse that, and let's just do a little bit of just the white, the frost white on the inside. I feel like I almost even have a little bit too much shimmer paint on there. I'm going to show you some others I made here. All right, so that's still a lot of shimmer paint on there. It's pretty. There's a lot of shimmer paint. Let me show you one I did before. I think this is probably my favorite. This was with red, real red. And I kind of like that one because you can see the shimmer. That's with champagne. This one I did with rich raspberry, but I think the color was too dark, so it covered up the lines of the flower, so I can't really see it. And then this one, I think there's a little bit, maybe, too much shimmer paint in it. Maybe, maybe not. All right, so that's one thing we can do. We can mix it with re-inker. That's one way we can use our shimmer paint. Another way we can use it is we can simply paint it on. So I'm going to grab my little cactus here, and I'm going to use the frosted white. And I'm just going to grab a little bit there, and I could literally just paint it on. And if I feel like, oh, that's too much, I use my finger and just wipe a little bit off. There we go. Just make that one stand out a little bit more. It's already standing out because it's popped up, but now you can see that one has a bit of, can you see the shimmer? Yeah, there you go. You can see that on there. Here is another one that I already put paint on. I put the shimmer paint on here. This was made by Tammy Reynolds. And this is what's called a spring card. I don't know. These little springy things, though, Stampin' Up! Doesn't sell them, but I have them, and I'm thinking about, we should use those. But anyway, so you can just paint the shimmer paint directly on the flower or directly on your surface. So that's another way. Okay, the third way, so we've got add ink, paint directly on, and then the third thing you can do is spritz it. So we have these little spritzers, which are, I want to back up for a second. I'm going to move that ink. That's making me nervous. So the shimmer paint is right here on page 146, and they are right there. They're $8. They come in 2 colors, like I said. And then I want to show you these spritzers. This is a little tool down here that is really hidden, in my opinion. Number 13. So it's called Stampin' Spritzers. You get 2 of them for $3. They're empty bottles, so they look like this. This one had brown in it, which is why it looks that way. But I put alcohol in it, and I put the shimmer paint. And you can see the shimmer paint's right there. Just trying to shake it up and dissolve it a little bit. And let me show you what that is going to look like. I'm going to go probably like 2 feet away. I'm going to spritz it. I'm going to move it up to the side here. About 2 feet away. And I made a really nice background. Look at that. And if you do, if you spray it a lot, like I can keep spraying it so it gets fine. I can even make it look like this right here. This is made by Terry Gaines, but this is shimmer paint on here. just sprayed super even. This is actually the champagne, you can see. Isn't that pretty? Such a pretty card. But I think this is really pretty too, and I'm going to make a card with it because it's a cool background. So I'm going to use, for my card tonight, I'm going to use my, I'm going to stamp the flower from Painted Poppies, and we're going to color in that little flower up on the top and the other little flower. So I'm going to color in those two, and I'm going to go ahead and use that Melon Mambo that I had over here with my little paintbrush. Clean off my paintbrush. There we go. And this one was the Melon Mambo. So I'm going to get some of that and just paint this flower. I thought it was so pretty. And I tried a thicker brush, and it really is a bit too much. I felt like the smaller brush, I have more control of where the paint is actually going. Okay, so there's my little bit of shimmer. Ooh, it's pretty. Isn't that pretty? You see that? I like it. All right, and then I'm just going to do this bud down here. But you can see you really only need a tiny bit of the shimmer paint. And then what I'm going to do is go ahead and just use a Stampin' Blend marker. I am going to use light Granny Apple Green and color in my little leaf here. I probably could do shimmer paint on the leaf too, but let's not get carried away, right? Okay, and there we go. All right, so we're going to go ahead and put this on. I'm going to lift it up on a little piece of Melon Mambo, and whoa, sticky, sticky. Little piece of Melon Mambo. And I am going to, look at that. Isn't that fun? Can you see it? Look at that big. I'm going to use this side because that side is really bold, a little bit bold in what I'm doing, what I see there. So I'm going to stamp this from the Painted Poppies, this row of flowers right here. And I'm going to use that kind of as my background. I did try brushing on, putting shimmer paint on the stamp. It didn't work. So if you get it to work, please let me know because it didn't work. Okay, that is not coming out very dark. So let me show you what you need to do. When something's not coming out dark, make sure I've got the right color before I add it in. I'm pretty sure, yep, Melon Mambo. I am going to add re-ink this because it's just dry. There's not enough ink coming out. Now this is one of our past pads, so it's not the foam. It's the cloth, but they still work great. So I think that's going to be better. All right. I mean, that one's fine, but I want it darker. There we go. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. Okay. I'm going to do one more on this side. Yeah, much better. That's how you know when you need to re-ink your stamp. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and layer this on here just to give it a little, to make it show off or show up behind, in front, behind from the Melon Mambo. There we go. I'm just going to stick that right there. And then we'll put a little sentiment. You can see that shimmer, shimmer, shimmer. Isn't that fun? Look at that. Shimmer, shimmy. I'm going to use a little sentiment, and this is actually from Hydrangea Hill, and it says, "You make me smile." So I thought that was a sweet. I must have this stuff all over my hands because I'm seeing little splotches, but that's okay. Hydrangea Hill. Stamp that on there. That works. And I want to use this little punch. And I'm going to probably go a couple times because I don't want it that long. So I just keep going. I want it probably there. Yeah, I think that'll work. And I'm going to put it right here. I'm going to pop it up because then it really makes it stand out a little bit more. But the shimmer paint is just sort of fun. It's one of these little hidden gems, I feel like. A little hidden tool. You ever find these like in your bedroom? Okay, you did. I don't know if you saw me smudge right here. So I'm going to cover up that with this little sentiment. There we go. Just like that. Oh, I had one more thing I'm going to add on. I wanted to add on a little ribbon. This is our melon. I'm not sure it's melon. No, it's the Magenta Madness. So it's close, not exact, but I'm okay with that. I think that'll still look really pretty there. Close enough for me on this one. All right, let's go ahead and just stick this little bow on there. It's a sweet card. It's a stamp set that is kind of, I have forgotten about. But as I was looking for something to color in, there we go. And I want to show you, I made one in red also. And I really liked the way that red flower came out. So this one, you can see I didn't put as much shimmer paint. This one has a little, maybe a little bit too much, I don't know. But it's still really pretty, really pretty. So those are the 3 ways you can use the shimmer paint. Number 1 was to mix it with the re-inker, which is what we did here. I love this one. And that's how, that's how you figure it out, right? You practice, you try a couple, and I go, oh, okay, that's too dark, too much shimmer paint. And that's how you figure out what you like or what looks good. So we can paint it on like I did on this one. So we can just literally just paint on the shimmer paint. We can mix it with a re-inker, or we can spray it on. If you choose to get these sprays, the other thing you can do is you can always put ink in these. So this is tempting, no, it's probably Bermuda Bay with alcohol. And I'm literally going to spray it right here on my, actually I have a piece of paper here I was going to spray it on. We'll just spray it on a piece of paper just so you can see. Whoa. Make sure the spray is going the right direction. But so you can put ink in it or with alcohol, or you could put the shimmer paint in it, and that gives it that nice background. So that's going to be a cool background for something. Anyway, all right. I want to show you our quick stamp cards for March. I am working on the Take It Up a Notch ones, but here's the ones for March, March 11th. And you don't have to be available that day. You can just stamp. So there's that one. Ice cream, I'm focusing on the ice cream bundle and the Hydrangea Hill bundle. Isn't that pretty? So these are the ones you'll make. 4 cards. I'll send you everything you need except for the stamps and the sentiment. And fortunately, these are all die cut. So even if you don't have these stamp sets, you can still make it. All right.
Bob wants to know how much alcohol to put in the spritzer.
That's a great question. So for the shimmer paint or for the dye, either way. So I put some in here and you can see it gathering at the bottom. I put some in and then I added more, and I could still add more. There's not really a rhyme or reason. Probably one, this really looks brown because I just cleaned it, but it's spraying white. I was going to spray one more. We'll do this one too. I'm going to move. Dave's like, move those cards. So I put about, it's probably like a teaspoon. It's not very much. And make sure this is pointing away from you. But let's go ahead. I'm going to go way high and spritz it. Look at that. Isn't that fun? Can you see it? You can see it there. I can spritz it more. This is one of those more is more. Not less is more. Look how pretty that is. Now you can see it. It shows up really well in the dark colors. So yeah, just not the thing is, as I was thinking about how much alcohol, the thing is, this will last for a long time, but over the years, if you keep it for years, the shimmer paint will get hard in the bottom and you'll just end up rinsing it out and doing it again. But I mean, the shimmer paint still looks white, even though here it doesn't look white. I cleaned it. I tried. I really did. All right. So I hope that you learned how to use something new today. Our little, oops, not those, these. Our shimmer paint was so fun. It's a fun, it's just kind of, it's just fun, right? So let's see what else. If you want to get some free product, let's see, what's today? Today's 24th. So we have 4 more days of celebration, just 4 days. So you definitely want to get your order in so you can get lots of free product. One thing one customer did, which is a great idea, is she ordered paper pumpkin which is a box that comes with everything in it. She ordered it for the year. Comes monthly, but she ordered it for the whole year. Well, she's getting rewards. So it's $220 for the entire year, but she's getting all those celebration items free because she ordered Paper Pumpkin en masse. She ordered a big set the whole year. So anyway, I was like, whoa, that was a really smart thinking. And then also, if you're interested in joining Stampin' Up, you can. Right now, the reward or the extra bonus for you is designer series paper. Lots of 6x6 designer series paper, like lots of it. So I look forward to seeing you. Let's see, today is Wednesday. I will see you on Saturday in the studio. Look forward to that, and happy stamping. Have a great evening. Bye.